just to show I don't just pick on Rita, let's take a look at Nathan Foeller. Geez, I mean, people that fail to study history just tend to repeat the mistakes of the past. Let's listen to Nathan talk about how he's going to leave some money aside in a fund so that he can't use it. Well, in case he wants to use it. And this is where we run into this morality issue. The district moved $8 million into an area for PEASers and post-employee benefits. They took a motion, committed funds, $8 million, moved it aside. Then they got lobbied by all sorts of people in the community. Let's build a stadium. Let's build a stadium. Let's spend $6 or $7 million of that PEASer protected funds in cash and spend it. So let's listen to Nathan not learning from the Auditor General report. Get me out of here.
But I felt that, as I was studying up and getting information with this, I thought it was something the board should ultimately make the decision on how it should be addressed.
If we choose to leave this in reserve, do we have the option to pull it out in the future? Should we change our mind or need it?
I'd have to double check. I will get that question answered before the board meeting, but I'm not 100% sure. All the other requests were dated. There was one for November, one for December, and one for January. So there's 3 different months there. So that may be an option.
Okay, and then also, and Mr. Eric, I know you're just beginning to look at next year's budget. If we have a surplus there, would we end up reducing our budget for next year as a result of that surplus, or would we still plan to budget the same and hope that surplus just sits there and is not used?
Yeah, we would still plan to budget the same.
Okay, that makes sense.
No, it doesn't, Nathan. No, it doesn't. That makes no sense. It's all taxpayers' money, Nathan. It's all taxpayers' money. So in this situation, they have $662,000 that we paid more than we needed to for our employee benefit health program. There's a surplus sitting over at this vendor that we paid. We paid a vendor $662,000 more than we needed to. The vendor is asking us, should we continue to hold your money for you, taxpayers? Or would you like to hold your own money for you? And would you like to use it on your budget since you didn't use it last year? So that you don't have to raise taxes? So you don't have to have extra expenses? Or would you also recognize that since you didn't use it, maybe you over budgeted this area, maybe you pigeonholed all this extra money in here just so we have it in case we need it, instead of making an effective budget by reviewing future anticipated expenditures, not going off the past, but going off what we're going to really have in the future. So Nathan, no. Please, use your morality. Act with fidelity. And stop it. Learn from the Auditor General's report. Please, learn from the Auditor General's report.